Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. I want to talk to the fellas. A lot of you cats, y'all have a thing of talking yourself out of pussy, and the reason why that you talking yourself out of pussy is because you're doing too much and you lack social skills. Listen, you got to realize that every woman is not the same. You feel me? Every woman is not the same. And the first thing that you want to do is lead with your dick. When you talk to a woman, don't lead with your dick. See what's on her mind. See what makes her tick, so you could treat her accordingly. That doesn't make you fake. That doesn't make you manipulative. That doesn't make you deceptive. It means you have fucking social skills. You can't treat everybody the same. If you treat everybody the same, you're gonna fail to see their differences. You feel me? It's like certain cultures. When you go to a certain culture, what's offensive in this culture may not be offensive in another culture. It's like the OK sign. The OK sign is not offensive in the United States, but it's offensive in Brazil. It's like you have to know different customs of cultures and countries. And that relates to getting to know women. The first thing you want to do is talk about sex. The first thing you want to do when you talk to a woman is talk about sex. I don't get it. It's like a lot of you dudes, you would be more successful if you have a regular conversation with a woman. Have a conversation with a woman and get to know her. When you get to know her, then you use the knowledge that you receive from what she's telling you so you could treat her accordingly. So you could know the do's and don'ts, her pet peeves, what gets on her nerves, what makes her smile, what makes her horny, what makes her laugh, what makes her cry, what triggers her to do this, that, and the third. You're going to know that when you actually sit down with her and pick her brain. Not on some interrogation shit. I'm talking about asking open-ended questions. Not questions like, do you go to the mall? No. Do you like to read books? Yes. Do you watch midget porn? No. It's like, don't ask her shit like that. It's like, have a conversation with her. Treat her like a human being instead of objectifying her. Step out the box for once and don't see her as somebody you want to fuck. See her as that cool ass homegirl that you chilling with every day. She's cool to be around even though you don't want to fuck, even though you want to beat them cheeks, even though you don't want to bust her ass. And that's how you should treat women who you actually want to fuck. Put her in the friend zone and make her earn your time and energy. Make her earn that nut. Make her value your time. When a woman sees that you value your time and you're not beat to bust them cheeks, she's going to treat you with the utmost respect. She won't treat you like you're a creep. She won't treat you like you're a pervert. She won't treat you like you're a lame because you're a boss. You feel me? Make her initiate the sexual conversations. And when she does, change the fucking conversation. You can flirt a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little. Like, give her a little taste of what you have to offer. But, it's all about getting into the mind of a woman. Because any man could fuck the shit out of her. But a lot of men don't know how to massage her brain. So she could be addicted to you. So she could be obsessed with you. When you get in a woman's mind, her heart will follow. Now, that's a double-edged sword because you don't want to fucking stalk her. You don't want old girl to stalk your ass to the point where you can't shake her off. But for the most part, be yourself. And if being yourself means that you're going to talk yourself out of pussy, then I advise that you go outdoors. Don't rely on Facebook. Go to these bars, lounges, clubs, the gym, the mall, even outside. Just have a conversation with a random woman and see what works and don't work. Not to say that what works or don't work is universal, but even though every woman may be different, they may share the same traits. Like women could be overly emotional. They could be emotional as fuck. And some of them are kooky as hell. Real talk. Crazy as batshit. But for the most part, this type of woman may have a different trait than the next woman. They may have different nuances. They may have different ways of doing things. Even though they have similarities, they do have their differences. And it's up to you to recognize those differences so you could cater to her. You feel me? Not to play games or deceive her. Is to make sure that your situation with her or relationship with her is smooth sailings. You're not faking it. It's knowing your mate. It's called being a good mate, being a good friend. That's what being social is about, getting to know people. It like some people are sensitive than others. Some people are more sensitive than others. It's like, for an example, I could joke on you. I could snap on your shoes, your haircut. I could snap on, your dirty ass house, how you eat, this, that, and the third, and you're going to take it as a grain of salt. But if I snap on your breath or if I snap on you and I talk about your shoes, I'll be like, what are those? You know what I'm saying? Like, your shoes ain't hitting. Those ain't it. And you may feel a way about that. You may be sensitive about that. And it's up to me to find out what you're sensitive about and what you don't give a fuck about. And I'm going to treat you accordingly. And that's how you should be with women. You should know the pet peeves of a woman, the ins and out of a woman, so you won't say anything that's offensive to her. That's why you have to get in her brain. And that's why you have to have a conversation with her. Ask a few questions and then bounce off those questions, or take it from there, rather. Yes, take it from there. Once you ask her a question, then follow up with a conversation that expand on her answer. Like if she says she likes to go to museums, you may say, oh yeah, I like the paintings. I like Picasso. I like Michelangelo. He's my favorite artist. She may say, oh yeah, my favorite artist is Basquiat. I like his paintings. Oh, Basquiat. Oh, I saw his movie. Did you see his movie from back in the day? Yeah, I saw his movie from back in the day. It's good. What you think about that? It's alright. It could have been better, but I love going to art galleries, this, that, and the third. See, you see what I just did? You see, you ask her a question and then work from there. And then you may ask her another question, or she may ask you a question. It's about getting a conversation out of a question. And you're going to know if a chick is feeling you when she expands on her thought and she's just not giving you one word answers. She wants you to get to know her, just like, how she wants to get to know you and vice versa, or how you want to get to know her. You feel me? So I just wanted to holler at you fellas. A lot of you dudes, y'all play yourselves. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that you want to do is talk about sex. You just see the pussy. You don't see the woman in her totality. You do not see that. And then you wonder why you're not successful with women. You may fuck a bird brain, here and there. You may fuck a duck. But if you want a top-notch woman, if you want a woman of your dreams, if you want a woman who you're not ashamed to walk down the street with, then you got to get on your P's and Q's, playboy. So you could get the cream of the crop. So you could speak to her the way she want to be spoken to. Because every woman's not the same. You may not want to deal with this woman. She may look good, but she may be ugly by the way she treats you, by the way she talks to you. You feel me? It's about knowing the woman who you're dealing with. Know the person who you're dealing with, because you don't want to offend the wrong person. You feel me? You have to know the person who you're dealing with. And that goes in life in general. That's how you get to know people. That's how you become That's how you become a well-rounded person, because you're getting to know people. You know what I'm saying? You know how to manage people. It's like you know how to manage different personalities. And that takes an art. Yeah, you can say, well, I want to keep it real. I don't want to, I feel like I'm an alien. I feel like, I'm suppressing myself. No, motherfucker. Okay, if you want to burn bridges, then do you. You know what I'm saying? It's an art to tell the truth while not offending that person at the same time. For an example, like if I see my homeboy, he's not living up to his potential, I'm not going to beat him down. I'm going to slap him and hug him at the same time. In other words, I may say, look, man, you better than this. I know you could do better than this. You know what I'm saying? You got $1 million mind, but you're penny pitching. You know what I'm saying? You penny pinching, but you got $1 million mind. See, you could criticize somebody and uplift them at the same time. Just don't beat down somebody without a solution or without uplifting them, without giving them hope. And that's how you could be a good friend, a good lover, a good mate, a good companion. You feel me? All right? And you talking yourself out of pussy because A, you lack social skills. B, you're thirsty as fuck. And C, repeat A and B. You feel me? So step your social skills up and, just go outside and talk to people. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, man. All right? All right. So get off the computer. Stop playing Fortnite. Stop playing them shoot 'em up games. You feel me? Call of Duty, all that good stuff. Get off the fucking Madden. I get it. Get off Facebook, IG. Get off that shit and face the real world. Yeah, I know it's cold out. I know it's nasty, but somebody got to clean it up. And you could be the cleanup man. You dig? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, the Swinger Manifesto. You should get it because I'm going to make you say, na, 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 na. You dig? And, just get it on Kindle, Nook, Google Play, iBooks. Go get it. And, shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. And, subscribe, comment, rate this podcast. And, share it. It's everywhere that you can listen to. It's on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, all that good stuff. All right? On that note, until next time, peace.